My name is Kathleen Celmins. I am the CEO and co-founder of Amplified Now, and this video series is called Doing Marketing Differently, and that's what we do at our company, and I love talking to other entrepreneurs who are doing things differently and thinking about business in a different way. And today I have Natalie with me. Natalie, would you like to introduce yourself and your company?
Sure. My name is Natalie Shahmiri, and I am the founder of Duder. We're a done-for-you content marketing service that's for local marketing agencies.
Cool. So tell me more about that. Oh gosh, we're gonna nerd out. If we're both in the same the same space, is great.
Yeah, so I've run a digital marketing agency for over a decade now. And we all know the value of inbound, and we all suck at doing it. And I always thought, like, oh, it's just me. I'm not good at prioritizing my time. So my blog posts are like once every 6 months. Social medias, like, work gets quiet. So it's just post. And then it gets busy and it's just crickets for months. And people probably think the agency's gone under. So and as I got to know other agency owners, I'm like, oh no, this is a problem for everybody. We're so busy with client fulfillment, we just don't have time. So I kind of was thinking like, okay, what's a way to do this that serves that need, is niche specific. So if you're a generalist agency, it works for everybody. But if you serve, say, chiropractors or plumbers, the content works for the folks that you're trying to reach. And I was like, let's just make it a monthly subscription. Let's make it easy, get content calendar, all that good stuff. All you have to do is download it, upload it, and you're done for the month.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I think marketing is one of those things. And one of my mentors is a sales expert. And so when we talk about marketing, he's like, yeah, people don't need marketing until they do. And so, when bills are due, you have to do something other than marketing. And to your point, that means it's always important and never urgent until it's too late, until it's like, oh, I should have been doing some content 6 months ago, so leads would be coming in. Do you find that it's easier, and this might be an agency owner thing, like, do you find it's easier to create content for other people than yourself?
100%. And that's something that I think we all feel is, it's like, what's the right tone of voice? Is it too salesy? What do I say? We all just struggle with it. And for our clients, we're always like, this is so easy. Why can't they just do it? We're always in that same boat of like, what do I say? Where do I find the time?
And what's funny is like you're solving the same problem we are in a different way. So the problem of not having enough bandwidth to do your own content marketing, but also the people that work with us, one of our most recent clients, had tried their hands at ghostwritten content. And they said, it saves half the time, but the ghostwriter never knows your industry as well as you do. They're putting out noise, which is not what you want. You want the signal. So our solution is to do a bunch of work we do quarterly commitments. So the client is involved in the first month and that's it. And then we take these videos that they've created and we help them repurpose it. And what we're doing now is we're working with clients one-on-one. Well, client on agency. Not really one-on-one because we have a team, we work with the team. But one of the things that we're doing is we're systemizing, because my business partner is a systems pro. And so we're just showing other service providers how to add this as a revenue stream in a go at your own pace course, and then also we'll walk you through this in a mentorship model so that's what we're building out. And so part of what we're doing right now is building content for that URL, the Doing Marketing Differently URL, because it's important too to talk about like the number of different ways service providers can get more clients. And content is so important, and getting it right is so important, and helping close that loop, right? The analogy I use for content and digital is that content is all of the things you do to get the fish, and digital is all the things you do once you've caught it. Turning it into a meal is what the landing page and the opt-ins and all that fun stuff is.
Yeah, and I feel like people are really overwhelmed by video. And it's like, how do I do it? And what do I do? And I think that's such a value of what you guys offer, is it's just like, it is so important. And it is, you can syndicate it in just so many different options with that, and getting people to get over that hump. But then also, again, the big issue of time. So that's where it's solving those problems.
Well, and even like, and you solved a similar problem. Like, how long does it take to write 1,500 words? Well, it takes more than 20 minutes.
A long time.
It takes more than 20 minutes. And you can speak for 20 minutes. And we teach the process of the interview style process, where you ask questions in a leading way so that you can cut yourself out later, or your video editor can cut yourself out later. So it makes for a weird conversation where it's like, well, what's your favorite ice cream? And well, my favorite ice cream, like you do a little bit of that media training to pull them out of their shell. But everybody, even the people that are scared of video, can just answer questions. And so what we've done is we have this process that gets them into that mindset of the last time they just nailed it in a sales call, or they just knew, they said just the right thing. And so it's like, okay, what was that? Tell me about that, and that it's really fun. And what we're finding is that there's a lot more clients out there that need it than we can serve, which is why we're adding on, not necessarily pivoting, but adding on this component where we're teaching the service agencies, the freelancers, the person who is doing social media but thinks they could do more, to add a revenue stream.
Yeah, it's important. I feel like when people can learn, that opens up a lot of opportunity. And then it also helps them decide, like, do I need to outsource this? Does somebody else need to help me with it?
Yeah. And so tell me, what kind of client is your ideal client?
For us, it's really digital marketing agencies that focus on local marketing. So folks that are working within a specific niche, doing a lot of SEO, website design, all that kind of stuff. Where, it's funny because they're promoting so much the value of inbound, but then not doing it themselves. And what does that then say to the folks that they're trying to bring in as customers?
When I worked at an inbound marketing agency, we had the phrase eating your own dog food, which I just didn't like that analogy. Like, when do you eat dog food? Whether it's yours or somebody else's.
Yeah, we've all heard that one.
Yeah, that's one of those tired ones. But I do think sometimes that the agency you want, there's a totally different purpose to the content that is for the agency. And the primary purpose is to show that you're still in business, to show that you do what you tell others is important to do. For the busy agency, the local SEO person is always busy, right? So those people aren't necessarily pulling in a bunch of leads from their content marketing, but content marketing is leads and a lot of other things.
It's keeping that funnel full, building that authority, because even if, say, you're running Facebook ads and people come to your website and you're talking about, you need to be doing content, you need to be doing ads, and your website's pretty stark, doesn't have any content itself, what does that say about you? And just building all the right connections, really establishing yourself in the space. A lot of agencies overlook that.
Yeah, no kidding. So tell me, how big is your agency? How many people are working with you?
Yeah, so our legacy agency that is still running, we have 15 people there, and then Deuter itself is just 3 of us.
Cool. So a lot of writers.
Yes, it's all just content.
And then inside question, if a chiropractor in St. Louis hires you, can you then repackage that stuff up to go after a chiropractor in Minneapolis?
Yeah, so basically we only serve agencies. So that's the big differentiator. We've actually had people that are in those industries reach out to us and say, well, could you do content for us? I'm like, nope, you hire an agency for that. And you know what? Here's some agencies we recommend.
Cool, okay.
And so, but what we do is basically what the agency gets, then they can really tailor that to whatever need they have. So they get obviously niche specific for chiropractor, but then if they're looking for a chiropractor that maybe focuses only on sports, then they could customize it further from there.
That's really cool. That's really, really cool. So tell me, if somebody watching this, because like I said, there's agency owners out there that are in our circles too. If they're watching this on YouTube, or if they're watching the embedded video on our blog, how do they get in touch with you?
So they can reach me directly on LinkedIn. I am super involved in the day-to-day business. You can always email me, Natalie@Deuter.com, or just go to Deuter.com, which is Dooder. I named it after my brother. It's a nickname I've had for him since he was little.
That's cute. That's cute. I was thinking it was like a childhood nickname or a pet's name.
Yep. It's my little brother.
Cute. I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Natalie, for speaking with us. And I love you're doing a very important service, making agencies look like they do what they tell other people they need to do, which is great.